developers.google.com. This is the main URL for managing the APIs of the Google. So I'll share this URL. Here we can get the URLs like in my project, let's say I'm finding these all are the issues in cloud Firestore APIs, and we have a traffic, and right now in my project I'm using these APIs, and this is all are the number of requests, and I'm using token services, and right now I'm not using any other APIs. So if you can go to the library section, there are a number of libraries you can use in your Firebase projects. Like for example, if you want to access Google Maps, so you just need to click on the Maps JavaScript, and for Google Maps, one more you need a premium account. You need to add billing account, and you just need to click on the enable button with your project. So right now I'm working with Bridge Web. So I can enable this button, and you will get the API key, and then you can easily access the service. And there are n number of libraries you can use. Like for example, you can use Google Calendar API, Gmail API, Google Sheet API, Google Drive APIs, YouTube APIs, and they are right now YouTube is working on V3. So here you can check out. There are a lot of APIs. Okay. And for adding a custom domain, here you need to go to the credential, not credential, or constant screen. I'll just click on. Yeah. So I'll show you how we can go to customize the screen. So as you know, like whenever we are trying to authenticate the user with Google account, so we can customize this thing. What we have to do, you have to open the URL console.developers.google.com, and then you need to go for the OAuth constant screen, and here you need to create a OAuth constant screen. Okay. And in OAuth constant screen, we have informations like right now my application's name is Bridgeraj Web App. So it will be visible here. Like we can change this applications like Bridgeraj Web App. And here we can add support icon. And then by default, if you are authenticating your user with the Google account, so there will be a logo of Google. So here I can upload our logo for our services, and here you can manage, add your custom domain. So let's say I have added a custom domain name is bridgerar.xyz. So there will be a URL bridgerar.xyz, and like if you are trying to reset your username or password in Firebase console, so this will be the URL like this bridgerar.xyz slash auth slash reset password. Okay. So you can also customize this screen in Firebase. Any other doubt? Confusion? There are a lot of things in Firebase, but I'll suggest you to do one by one. Like first go for the Firebase authentication, and then complete entire logic. Like you can try Firebase authentication with Google account. Maybe you can try Twitter, GitHub, and Facebook, and there are a lot of things. And then you can go for the Cloud Firestore. Maybe you can create a simple application with the help of Cloud Firestore, and you can also use Firebase authentication, and then you can work on the security rules, how we can secure the database with the help of security rules. And then yesterday I also talked about the data modeling part, like how you can structure the database of Cloud Firestore. Like we have a collections inside, we have a document, and inside particular document we can create a multiple collections. So we can also create a sub collections, and this is how we can work on it. Any other doubt, confusion? Yeah, this session is all about Q&A part. Like I can show you advanced thing, but I just want to know like you have some confusion or not? Also, here is a section for the domain verification you can check out. So right now in the project Bridge Arch Web, I'm not adding any page, and this one is for the agreement, and this one is for the credential. So as I told you, like in the Firebase setting, we have a service account. So we have a service account here. You can check the service account. So right now we have three service account I'm using. First service account right now I'm hosting my website with the Google App Engine, and I'm also using Dialogflow for the machine learning. Like whenever user will search on Google with uh, with some queries, so like it will go to the Dialogflow and then within a search, and then you will get the answer. And similarly, I'm using image resize, a custom service where I'm trying where I have a image upload module where I can resize the image with the help of cloud extension like Firebase extension. These all are the APIs keys. And this one is for the dashboard, and this one is for yeah. This is the basic part. Okay. Security rules are amazing. You just need to go for the documentations. Docs is testing for the security rules. Uh, like you can go to the docs and share this URL here. And we have a security rules for the Firestore. You just need to explore the security rules. So you have to go for secure and valid data. And here you can secure the So like first, like we are using Cloud Firestore, that's why we have to use Firestore, and then we have a database. So this will be the like database is just like as a collections name, and this will be the ID for the document, and then here we need to write it the security rules. Like for example, basic read write operations. We can apply the conditions like any user can read the data on specific collections. So my collections name is city, and this will read the data based on this condition. So you maybe here you can create a functions, or you can write a logic like if user dot like request dot auth dot user or UID is equal to super admin. So here you can apply like only super admin can see the uh, like collections of city. Okay. So this is the example. They have explained the security rules. Like similarly, get the data list of data, and there we have a section for the creating and update and delete. And this is part for the hierarchy. How you can manage the hierarchy. And then we have a conditional conditions for the security. For the authentications, like only authenticated user will read, write, or update the data. So we have to write if dot request dot auth. So request dot auth will give you the like details about the user details, like whether the user is authenticated or not. And if we type like request dot auth dot UID, it will give you the current user UID authenticated. And yeah, you just need to explore because if you are trying to work on the simple project and then complex project, so you will face a lot of problems, and then you need to explore the document these docs, and then you will be able to get to know about the security rules. So try to work on the project part and then create simple applications. Maybe you can go for the complex part, and then you can get to know about the security rules and all. And similarly, we have an API reference, like in the docs, we have a section for the API reference. So if you go to the web part, web is a client side, means the browser part. So we have APIs like first, as you know, we are using Firebase.Firestore. So Firestore is a by default API. So it will give you the set of functions inside, like Firestore, Firebase.Firestore will give you .get method. There are collections method. There are a lot of methods. So similarly, there are a lot of interface that you can use. You just need to explore their things. Any question, confusion, doubt? And one more, in the Cloud Firestore, if you go to the Cloud Firestore, and then we have a collections and documents, as you know. So I'll create a database. So I'll go for the test mode and then click on the next button and then click on create enable database. So we have a collection. So here we have a collections name, let's say users, and inside user we can have a documents. So let's say I have a docs, and then let's say this one is for the name, and here we have a data type. So maybe you can follow the data types like string, number, boolean, map. Map is a collections of the string, like JSON data, like array of object. So this could be considered as a map. And similarly, we have array here. We can upload the array, and then we have a null, and then we have a timestamp, and then we have a latitude and longitude, like geo type of data, and then we have a reference. So reference is just like as okay. For example, I have a collections name is user. I'll show you how we can create a reference. So this is a docs, and here we can add a reference. Uh, I'll just add a name, user, and this one is for the U1. And I'll create another connection collection. So let's say my collection's name is event, and we have a event one, E1. Okay, so I need to connect this user one with you event. So here in the user section in this particular document, here we can create a field. So let's say my field is as for this one is for the reference, and here we can pass the reference, and here you need to pass the collections names. Let's say users inside, not users. So we have a collection. So right now we have to connect. So that's why we have event, and then we have a this is a doc ID. So I'll just use here a field like reference, and here we will add reference, and here we'll write event slash this doc ID. Okay, and like this particular user is register for this particular event, so we can create a hierarchy relations we can make. And yeah, this is a user interface. Here you can also apply the queries, like if we have user's name as a collections, inside we have a multiple documents. So here you can also check, you can customize. So I want like you can add a field name. Here you can apply a conditions like where equal to string is equal to u1. U1 means the user. I need to get all the documents here. Username name is equal to this one. So here we have a details. And there are a lot of things we just need to explore. We have a section for the sorting. So here you can sort the result. And this is a UI. Any confusion, idea? You can unmute your mic. You can ask anything related to web or Firebase or something. Like you, anyone have created any UR project based on Firebase? You can share your URL here. Okay, awesome. Open this URL. Okay, nice. Here you can apply like you can create an index file where you can apply. You can create a section for add the project, and you can show the project in the main index.html page. Like you can apply Cloud Firestore where you can upload the data and you can show the data in your HTML code. Yeah, Karthik has created. Okay, this is wonderful, Karthik. I think you have used uh, authentication and the Cloud Firestore, right? Awesome. So here we can go for the task. Wonderful work. I'll show you one more. I can show if we have a time. Yes. Okay. So as you know, we have a section for performance monitoring. So we can track the performance monitoring part. So I'll just go for the performance monitoring, and here we can track the performance report. So I'll just click on the on devices part. We have a report. So this is a website like cloudcommunitydays.in, and this is a loading time for the cloud community days. So here, with the help of performance monitoring, you can track the website. Like this is a path here. User need to wait for 1.1 second, around 2 seconds for the first meaningful content. And then we have another website like feedback.cloud community days. So user need to wait for a 2 second, and then the slash star means so be like slash speakers team or any other page. So user need to wait for this particular time slot. So if you can go to the domain section, and then we have a section for core web vitals, like these all are the fundamental. So like we have a section for first paint, like LCP part. So here you can get the details, like user need to wait for around 2 seconds for getting the entire web page, and second for the first content on paint. So here is a basic details, and here we get the data. Similarly is for the network. So here we have a network response time. So like the request goes to the Firebase server, and Firebase server will give you the JavaScript file or CSS file or PNG file or any other file. So this is a response time from server to the browser. Okay, so this is a response time for the JavaScript file. So user need to wait for around like 111 millisecond for getting the JavaScript file from Firebase server to the browser end. Yes, I have a premium plan for the website. So actually, 1.7 GB is the size of the cache. So actually, I'm caching the data around size of 1.7 GB, so that my website will be very fast as compared to the regular website. So within a few seconds, you will be able to see the website like ridra.xyz, and that's it. Okay. So here also I'm using Cloud Firestore authentications and many other things. Like I have created APIs, REST APIs with the help of Cloud Firestore and the functions, and I'm calling this APIs, and we have a data works. Okay. Any other question, confusion, doubt? You can unmute your mic. Anyone want to share their experience about Firebase? Like any feedback, like how we can improve the Firebase, or any feedback for as like a specific service like Cloud Firestore uh, functions. There are a lot of things. Or DRAP, like you have faced some difficulty in any XYZ services.
Or maybe anyone who wants to share their experience with TechDrill, or like how like do you feel like okay, it was helpful for you, it was useful to invest these 7 hours in a week. Maybe maybe this will help Bridge to feel good today while signing off with this training session on Firebase for web intermediate to advanced. Okay, so you all are mute. Okay, those who are new or those who are interested for Flutter, we are coming ahead with the next session on Flutter, and we'll announce the event very soon, maybe by tomorrow or day after tomorrow. So, yes, you can register and join us for the Flutter basic to intermediate session. Okay. Anything, any doubt? If you are not having, maybe we can end the session now. Or Riz, do you have anything in the plate for today?
No, I'm looking for the questions. Like if you have any doubt, you can ask me.
Okay. One more thing, it's not honestly that advanced one. We tried covering up the most as much as possible, and it would be great if you'll take time to create a project, not just because You'll get certificates once you'll submit it, but just for yourself, to a project which is good enough so that you can add it in your resume. And along with adding in your resume, it will help you in adding those learnings in your life, and it will help you to learn better. And it's not like that once the training is over, once you'll get the certificate, you can't reach out to the mentors. Yes, the reply might be slow, but our mentors will be happy to reply you, will be happy to share their the experiences, would be happy to help you with clearing your doubts and all. So even if like you have doubts of like basic intermediate one, you can ping in like Firebase for web 1 channel. If you have in doubts in cloud messaging, Firestore and all, you can ping in second one. So you can definitely reach us anytime you want to, any doubts you have, even if the training is getting over today for Firebase. So the channels will be there, they will not be deleted. So let's stay connected with a common aim that we'll learn together, we'll grow together, and we'll try to help each other. It's I literally loved the way people helped each other in the Discord channel with the doubts and all, by clearing their doubts, by clearing their issues. And let's keep this going, because this is what the real meaning of developer ecosystem is. So yeah.
And also, I'm sharing two videos where you can check. I have share how we can create a full stack application with the help of Firebase.
Great. So thank you so much, Raj, for this 14, 15 days session, and for this Firebase for Web 2. Even though you are not doing well throughout this week, but taking out the time for the people out there, trying to help them as much as possible, and sharing your learnings with all of us here. It definitely helped me to learn a lot about this Cloud Firestore, and I'm going to try out this uh, cloud messaging for sure. So yes, it definitely helped me to learn a lot. Thank you so much for being here, Raj. We are looking forward to work to have you as a mentor once again. I know it might be sounding like, okay, I'm thanking one of my team member, but here as of now, Bridge is a mentor for TechDrill sessions. So yes, thank you so much for this.
Thank you, everyone.
I don't have any question, but I just want to thank you, all the team of GD Jalandhar, for making all this fun, learning new things, and bringing all of us under one umbrella and sharing your knowledge. Once again, thank you so much. Yeah, Varsha, the feedback attendance form is not working. Yeah, it's not accepting any more responses. Okay. Yeah, it's working. Thank you.